Hello, welcome to the Amazing Minecraft Podcast, episode number 50. Hooray! We've done it. We've reached halfway to 100.
After 3 years, or something like that.
No,
it was 2.
No, it's been 2 years now. Actually, our 2-year anniversary is coming up pretty soon, actually. But, yeah, so we're at 50 episodes now. So, we are going to be talking about what we have done, and it's been a while, actually. Even though the newest episode, the episode before this was posted a few days ago, it was recorded probably like 20 days ago. So, yeah, it took me a little bit to get around to finishing it because my iPad died halfway through it. But, yeah, so what I have been doing is, there's this bow. Some of you may know what it's called. It's pretty good. I'd say it's pretty good anyway. But I did not have the requirements for it, so there was only one thing for me to do. Grind for hours until I got the requirements. See, what I was trying to get was a Juju short bow. And I was like, it's such a cool item. Shame I don't have the money or the requirement. So I was like, well, I can fix one of those. And so I go to the end, buy myself a Maddox bat phone, which allows you to basically call him and start more Slayer quests, and I farm 35 tier 1 void glooms, and then I reach Enderman Slayer tier 3, which allows me to get the recipe for the Juju short bow. At this point, I was roughly about 22 million coins short. However, I am a man with stuff, so I'm going to go sell my builder's wand, my hose, my possessions, basically everything except for my armor. And I somehow got my hands on about roughly 22 million coins. It's like, I know what I'm going to do with these 22 million coins. I go to the bazaar, I buy all the materials, and I place them in ever so carefully. And the recipe that comes is a Juju short bow. That's right. I am an official Jujunon. I don't even have a Shadow Assassin yet, but I have a Juju because it sounds cool and it does damage. So, yee. Oh, yeah. I'm also going to sell all my, armor to get Shadow Assassin and grind a few Summon Eyes so I can get Shadow Assassin leggings, because the, selling all my armor will pay for about half of my Shadow Assassin. It'll pay for boots and helmet. And it'll pay for, half of my legs. So if I grind, 1 or 2 more semis, then I should be able to get 3/4 Shadow Assassin. And since I'm probably going to be switching to Archer class, I can wear the Skeleton Master Chestplate that I got. I'll probably switch to Zombie Knight, but who knows? So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Also, yeah, I found out that if you right-click on these things called Century Cakes, there's a small chance that a thing called a Cake Soul will appear in your inventory. Now, as I found out after I had gotten one, they're worth 10 million coins.
Well, I figured out. So I was looking about Century Cakes, and I saw some guy say, "I got a Cake Soul," and he was chatting, and I was like, "What's a Cake Soul?" It's like, it was this thing that you can click on people and it will put their little name in and it will be worth a lot of coins. And I was like, how do you get it? He's like, from Century Cakes. So I did some research and I found some Century Cakes. Found out what Century Cakes are. So I go to this guy's island because I don't exactly know why I went there, and I saw some Century Cakes. So I clicked on them and I'm like, ooh, okay. So they give stuff, and I just figured out that you can give Cake Souls. The price was at 4 or 5 mil, and then it just skyrocketed to 10 mil. And we also saw, in the past week, I've seen about 5 YouTubers in a lobby. I've seen Menacing Banana twice on 2 different days. I've seen Hellcastle, and I've seen this other 2 dudes. I forgot their names.
I actually got a screenshot with Hellcastle, so, Pog.
And I had an epic fail of a way to earn money. It worked, but then I figured out AFKing is, you can't AFK in the game. It was this thing with voidling minions and a dropper. It took me 2 days to build, and then they kept kicking me when I was AFKing. Technically, if I got the minions, it would still make me like 1 or 2 mil a day if I AFK'd for 24 hours, but I just didn't feel like actually putting in the work to do the rest of it, so I gave up on that. And I've been trying to find ways to earn money, and I finally found a way that I think can earn me some money.
I'm just telling him, grind the summoning eyes like everybody else.
And I say I have
humanity.
terrible zealot luck.
He grinded like 5.
Lies. And I'm very impatient with that kind of thing. Like, so I'm going to try and do worm fishing.
I grinded 700 zealots, dude.
I'm going to try worm fishing. It's going to need fishing like level 20. I'm at 15. I'm trying to get some fishing minions like tier 11 and spend all my money getting there. And then I'll have to buy shark scale armor, which costs like 2 million. And then I'll have to buy the Rod of the Sea, which costs like 10 million. I can do with the Rod of Challengers, which I have. I might get an Ammonite pet for 600, 700k. And that's about
basically, what I'm hearing is that you're going to basically spend a lot of money, realize that it's not going to work.
And then it gets me like about 3 mil an hour. And then I'll use it to get my juju
that he says he's going to get, but he still doesn't have the requirement for it because
you don't have the requirement for Shadow Assassin that I got 3 months ago.
I'm going to start grinding tomorrow.
Okay, but all the time you spent grinding summoning eyes, I was spent grinding the catacombs requirement. It took me a long time.
I could do it in 3 hours, prob.
You could not.
Yes, I could.
You have to be able to beat tier 4. You have to be able to beat catacombs floor 4. You haven't even slain the boss once. I've slain it like 7 times.
Who says you have to do floor 4?
Floor 3 is extremely slow.
I know. Floor 1 is as fast as floor 3 if you get S rank every time.
Well, anyway, so I've been working on money making monsters. I had this guy that I don't even know who he is, but he started giving me money. And then he was...
So he did the stupidest thing possible. He co-op added him.
So he just gave me whatever stuff. And then now he's on my co-op, and he has not scammed me, so I assume he isn't. And yeah, so yeah, he plays sometimes on my co-op. He doesn't sometimes. We're still trying. He still has 1 mil of my coins in his purse that I've been trying to get to. I don't actually know how. He might have spent it on armor, but he's been using it to auction flip. So I hope we end up with a little more money because I'm trying to get some hyper catalysts to put on my minions to try and get more fishing XP so I can do some grinding and make some money and get rich and be better than him.
Not going to happen. Oh yeah, also, I am now on a few smidgens of quests. The first quest, get the requirement for the Juju. Second, get the requirement for Shadow Assassin. And third, get the requirement for Spiritual Reforge. Now, I already have the requirement for Juju, but to convert it to dungeon item, you need an additional Catacombs requirement. Catacombs 15, which I don't have. I have Catacombs 11, I think. And
yeah. Nope, 10 about 11.
No, I have 11 about 12.
You have like 300 more XP to 12.
Yeah. So, like another floor 1 grind, maybe 2 if I'm unlucky. And then I'll be able to get 12. But now with my Juju, then I'll be fine. I'll be fine. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing in Skyblock. So Gideon, do you have anything else to...
Yeah, quite a few things. So, I did some stuff. And, now I've gotten, I've been selling random farming items because I built my farm, and I have I have a potato hoe with, a 500,000 counter, and then I bought his nether wart hoe because he was in desperate need of money so he could get his Juju. I bought it for, 600k, and I would call that a big bargain, and I've been working on farming contests, which can make me some moolah, and, I have been...
I actually have a turbo potato book I should probably sell.
You sell your potato books after you get them?
Sure.
I don't. I'm working on getting Turbo Potato 5. I have a Turbo Potato 4 book. Because Turbo Potato 5 costs 2 mil in the auction house.
Yeah. No, 1.6 mil.
I'm working on actually grinding that out. I put some carrots on part of my farm because I use that for like carrot competitions, and I use the hub for wheat, and I just go into a smaller hub. But there's nothing really else that can be planted besides nether wart. But anything. Wait, do you know anything else that can be planted on like raw soil that I could plant?
Sugarcane. Pumpkins.
Well,
Melons.
I guess I could do sugarcane, but that seems like
Sugarcane is one of the best ones.
Yeah, sweats use sugarcane though, so it's really hard. Like I can easily get like the wheat, but
I can get wheat with my bare hands, and I can get potato pretty easily.
I mean, I don't have any turbo wheat books on my hoe, so yeah, I could probably get it with my bare hands. I have been working on random stuff, mostly just grinding and getting minions and upgrading minions and trying to get a bigger accessory bag that I should probably reforge all of them in there because half of them don't have a reforge.
So I found out something groundbreaking.
What?
You can recombobulate your entire accessory bag.
At once?
Yeah.
That's how they do it.
Yeah. It's pretty PogChamp, actually.
Well, that's probably... People... I mean, that's why, I remember when we saw Deathstreak's profile at first, he was like... And he recombobulated every single one of his accessories. But he thought, like, he had to recombobulate every 76, like...
I think that's 78 now, actually. The only accessory he doesn't have is the bingo stuff.
He probably does at this point.
No, I've checked a bunch of times and he doesn't.
Mm.
I don't really like bingo. It's just kind of boring. Also, they released Stranded the other day. Meh. It's like basically Skyblock, as everybody knows Skyblock to be.
But it's not. Because you can purchase the NPCs from the island. Like, you can purchase the bazaar. You cannot purchase the auction house.
Well, that's just because.
And you can, I don't think you can go to dungeons or anything, but you can also, like, you can technically get special zealots. You can spawn zealots on a special zealot island. But really, the point to that is you don't want to grind toward the Hyperion, because you can't really get the Hyperion or the
there must
Valkyrie.
be a way to do it, right?
Not if there's no dungeons.
I saw a screenshot of this guy who got into the hub with Stranded.
How?
I don't know.
How did he show he was in stranded mode?
Because it just says, like, on your HUD. Like, you know, the,
A fun way to get, to the hub island, if you want rain on the hub island to fish, is you go to the spider's den, hope it's raining, and then you, you spam an aspect of the end, then use a grappling hook to grapple over to the hub island. But because you didn't use the launcher, it technically you're still on the other island, and you can't bounce back over because that hub is dead. Like, you're technically not on it anymore, and it's disappeared. But you can go to it. You can't do anything on it, but you can fish on it.
because every time you, what was I saying? Every time you go to a different, like, island, you switch servers. And if you're on the same server, then it's, like, doesn't put you in an actual version of that thing.
I think I was in the park once, and I jumped all the way to the end.
Yeah, no, I can jump to the spider's den from the park.
Yeah, it was the spider's den. I died, though. Because that was when I was doing, like, Trial of Fire a long time ago.
Yeah, I could probably actually maybe eke out another Trial of Fire run. Maybe.
I'm probably going to ask to borrow my friend's Mastiff armor for Trial of Fire, because that will help me. He would probably rent it to me. Not really rent it. He'd probably let me borrow it, because he's nice and stuff. I haven't seen him on in a while. He's usually on when I'm not. So
he probably lives in a different time zone.
He does.
How did you know?
I asked him.
Why?
Because I was bored.
Oh. Well, that's reasonable. So anyway, that's pretty much all we've been doing. I'm going to check if there's any news. Minecraft.net, I just haven't heard much, and I haven't checked lately.
I don't think there is anything. I can check.
Yeah, I'm checking.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Nothing has really been happening.
Yeah, I know the wild update is like next, but that just doesn't seem that all that appealing. Minecraft.
I wonder who's actually playing on the server. I logged on, like our public server. I logged on a while ago and checked. Someone had, I think, accidentally blown a hole in my building. I'm not mad. I think they like accidentally lured a creeper and they tried to patch it up with, I think it was dirt. And I'm not mad or anything. I'm just wondering why there was a creeper explosion. Someone also built a house by the main area. And then also, we do have a guild that we do want people to join, so we can maybe get some people in the guild.
Yeah, so if you want to join our guild, the name is the Pod Clan. And basically, you just do like /G space join the Pod Clan, and then one of us will get a notification that you want to join the guild, and then we will be able to accept it as soon as we get online, I think. So yeah, I think currently we have 9 members, 1 podcast dude. We've been playing with him lately. I don't know. He's just been my friend for a while.
Well, we know him. He just sometimes randomly parties us.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we can...
Linebasket 3740, I think his name is. He's in the guild, so he's not a guild officer, but Gideon and a bunch of my friends that I know IRL are the officers. I'm guild owner. So yeah, if you just do /G join space /G space join space the Pod Clan, no spaces, then we should pop up. And then you can just send a request to join us, and then you will be able to join our guild.
And then we can friend you and stuff, and we can be all happy.
Yeah, and then we could possibly play with you if you were on at the same time and you'd want to. So yeah, I think that is going to about end this episode of the Amazing Minecraft podcast.
It is pretty short, but we'll try and do more. Because, like, over a long time, it doesn't really accumulate much more stuff because we skipped the small details because we forgot what happened.
Yeah, a little bit. So yeah, I think that's going to be about it for this episode of the Amazing Minecraft podcast. So until the next time, which will be soon, keep mining and stay crafty. Goodbye.